morning, students. Today I will discuss the Indigo Revolt from chapter 3. Revolt of the indigo cultivators of Bengal against the oppression of the European indigo planters is known as the Indigo Rebellion or the Indigo Revolt. By the beginning of the 19th century, indigo formed the basis of a flourishing sector of commercial agriculture. Many European planters established factories in different parts of Bengal when indigo became a profitable item for export. The revolt was directed against the British planters who behaved like feudal lords in their states. Now, let's discuss the causes of the indigo revolt. The wages paid by the indigo planters to the indigo cultivators or indigo riots were very low, although the prices of agricultural products were doubled. Next, the planters oppressed the cultivators and forced them to grow indigo under terms. The third one is that the production of food crops declined considerably because the indigo planters used the best plots of cultivable land for indigo plantation. The another cause is that the indigo planters augmented the plantation area and evicted the peasants from their villages. Employing armed gang men, the planters did not hesitate to burn the peasants' huts. Another cause is that the peasant women were abducted regularly and other family members were also not spared by the indigo planters. Because of these important causes, the indigo cultivators broke out in rebellion in 1859 and continued for about a year. The indigo revolt first broke out at Krishnanagar in the Nadia district of West Bengal. Digambar Vishwas and Bishnu Charan Vishwas were the most important leaders of the indigo revolt. The British government took all possible measures to suppress the indigo rebels. With the invention of artificial blue dye in 1892, there was little demand for indigo blue. As a result, indigo cultivation was forced out of Bengal. But in 1918 at Champaran, the indigo cultivators once again broke out in rebellion against the indigo planters. An important feature of the Indigo Rebellion was that the middle-class Bengali intelligentsia did not hesitate to support the rebellious indigo cultivators. In no other occasion such a support was lent by the middle class. The point may be explained by some of the examples. Harish Chandra Mukhopadhyay, Shishir Kumar Ghosh and other Bengali intellectuals took up the cause of the indigo cultivators. Shishir Kumar Ghosh used to send eyewitness accounts of popular struggle for publication in the Hindu Patriot. Dinobandhu Mitra, he was a government employee and he wrote highly popular drama called Nil Darpan, in which he vividly described the oppressions and injustice done to the indigo cultivators. This was how the Bengali middle class people openly supported the indigo cultivators. Now, let's talk about the importance of the Indigo Revolt. The Indigo Revolt was one of the events which influenced the political developments in India towards intense national awakening. It was not directed against the zamindars and the mahajans. The Indigo Revolt was a revolt against the indigo planters who committed all sorts of brutality to force the peasants to cultivate indigo. The peasants not only resisted forced cultivation but also wanted to put an end to indigo cultivation. The bravery and sacrifice of the peasants deserve special mention. Not only the peasants but the zamindars, businessmen, talukdars, they also joined them. The indigo cultivators had unitedly built up a mass movement. People from all communities joined the rebellion, and it made the people of India conscious about their unity against the colonial British rulers.